one more thing. My heart's case said you stand up to the empire. Let me tell you something. I've been winning. And this is for Big Tuck and the rest of them. I've been grinding since Atlanta. And Governor Abbott put me through all of this stuff. And Trump put me through all of this stuff when I've been putting in work. And the legislators got my account. And y'all been acting an ass in this community, in this society. And I've been putting in the work, and I have to deal with the Big Tuck. I want Big Tuck to know something. When the Texas legislators come there and Trump bring those accounts, everybody, Trump been watching since 2019, okay? I've been putting in work. Trump had all my account. People in California and other people wanted to be on my team. People in Paris and London wanted to be on my team. You don't know what Trump knows. Since Atlanta, they wanted to be on my team. But look here, man. This is for Big Tuck and the stupidity. The Civil Rights Act. Everybody acting the ass over here. It talks about police brutality, violence. It's talking about if you get discriminated on the government sidewalk and you see the Holy Spirit of others. I see the Holy Spirit of my enemies. But I'm not going to play this game where Texas, no, I want all of me from 2019 because I've been putting the work. Give me all of me that y'all gave each other. Houston, Dallas. I want every bit of last of my dollars that racism Governor Abbott gave to y'all while boosting them win. Like, you don't know the half of what's going on here. You don't know the half of what's going on here. I want Bun B to know something. You don't know what's going on. And you need to check. Tell Jay-Z to win, and Beyonce need to reach out to Beyonce and Obama and them, Beyonce and Jay-Z, and they reach out to Obama and them. I'm not got to do this game with you. And they need to reach out to Obama and Trump and them. The Texas network got my account now on YouTube. I've been doing this a long time. Go to Lil Diamond, Talk is Cheap. And I'm gonna tag my music and my thing, Young Prophet, shout out, and other people. And other people, Talk is Cheap. All of these, I told my friend Ricky, don't let people get to him. Because y'all got that bullshit going on in Dallas. And I told my friend Samantha, I told my cousin from New Orleans, when I was at my local Social Security office, I got people from New Orleans that was at my office. My boy Pepper Tree. He said, I hang out with you. You niggas intimidating, doing all of these things of what's going on, but y'all don't know I've been putting in the work. You don't know what Trump knows. You don't know what Obama and them knows. You don't know what CNN and them knows. You don't know what Capitol Hill knows. I didn't give them my accounts. Y'all was being watched. Now I'm asking for everything that's been taken from me. And Governor Abbott asking for everything, right? But the more I say, the more I put my life in danger because of stupid behavior of the Mayor Eric Johnson. And he talking about racism on this city. And no, you talk about you own this city, racism. But you don't know that Trump was watching and the FBI and the DA was already watching in the mall with you dumbass niggas. And they was watching the last time I went to the doctor office. So in the streets, the community. Capitol Trump was already watching me. Go watch a video when he said in Capitol Hill, Miss Nancy Pelosi and Trump, all that fake acting. We got your cause. They didn't know my fight was Social Security, but I have to keep on doing this with you, with y'all, when y'all already been caught out. When the network senators bring my account, Trump had my account. Hillary Clinton was already watching me. So you telling me not to get me while y'all niggas do stupid shit? It ain't gonna work like that, you heard me? It ain't gonna work like that. Big Tuck your ass coming from underneath that seat, nigga, and you gonna be put to death. You and them hoes that you with. I don't care about them hoes, but tell them they coming from underneath that seat, nigga. I'm not gonna deal with this shit. And Governor Abbott, Governor Abbott knew too much people in Paris and London wanted to be on my team with this project. He know too much, and y'all put me through this shit. He put me in jail because I didn't want to communicate. I can't make y'all motherfucking listen about a project when y'all don't want to listen. Hey, we buy property with nothing on there. Everybody put money on there. Get money start away. Young Money Island. Everybody. But no, I got many out there, but nobody wants to hear mine stuck up. You can't make nobody want to hear things. That most of the people mine in Dallas stuck up. The mindset, the spiritual behavior. But you can't talk about something where Drake knows about me and Yellow Breeze said I stood up to the empire. Somebody came and saw me up in there in 2019. And I'm not going to put up with this shit. And Governor Abbott is not dealing. This is about Social Security and me fight for what has been done to me about abuse and neglect. But you niggas want to act the ass when I've been playing my music from Chicago and New York and while Boosie them live. You don't know what's going on. Boosie's sitting up there laughing and he don't know he getting himself into some more shit with his lying. He's laughing, but he's sitting up there counting money, but he don't know he getting it. He's lying. And I've been connecting with people from California, off of Miami, Chicago, Detroit. Everybody from different parts say, I hope you make it. Shout out to Bam and them. I hope I can see her one day and give her something. Everybody from different places act, but the Texas, you caught in the dark, right? You caught in the dark of what's going on here, right? You think you know, I bet y'all be put to death and no money can save you. With Houston them and Boosie them. But they think that stuff funny. My bigger goal is, and I had to retell Obama and Joe Biden, I need you to reach out to the person that Boosie been lying and put me in a situation where my fight was so much bigger than everyone. My fight was so much bigger than everyone. That's not funny, man. That's taking the situation to a whole, because y'all wanted to come up. You're responsible for MO3 death. Y'all wanted to come up. And not my fight had to become a stupid behavior. I told Atlanta Social Security and the call center that attempted me, they was not going to get away what they did. But y'all wanted to act an ass, stupid, retarded. And I was just trying to tell my story. And y'all didn't want my story while terrorizing me. Now that I'm talking to people on the other apps, y'all got a problem. No, y'all didn't want to hear nothing I had to say. I'm going to do me. When you didn't want to hear nothing I had to say in Dallas, it was all about MO3, Yellow Breeze, and boosting them. And y'all coming up with y'all lies, man. At the same time, I'm calling the local government and the woman and the call center giving me, oh, you telling me to shut up. And I'm talking, come on. My fight is much bigger for you. Now let's say y'all only in it for the cause. No, I'm not gonna put up with this shit. I'm not gonna put up with it. Y'all didn't want to hear me out. This is how y'all want to play it. In Dallas, Texas, y'all want to call me out my name. You and Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow Breezy wanted to come out. You really think you got this off it? And they getting away because of the mayor and the 911 was taunting me on the phone, right? I told him, give you a hand clap. God said, I'm gonna give the mayor one more time for doing what he did. I'm gonna tell the Justice Department one more time today, or what we're gonna do today. We're gonna tell the Justice Department one more time, give the mayor credit one more time for doing what he did. So we're gonna give that mayor one more time credit for doing what he doing, right? So one more time, I say, hold up, for doing what you did, You and City Hall and them members did what you did, and 911 called laughing and turning, and fights breaking out at my hotel. Let's go and Carrollton, Texas off Midway, and other people from Dallas coming to the hotel. Get a standing ovation when the mayor won that election, talking about I got an education, and I went to civil rights, right? And they care about his life more than they care about mine, and that's racism. When you got communities complaining over tax dollars and racism, when you got community complaining over tax dollars and social security tax, but I'm not allowed to fight. You know what I'm about to tell them? I'm about to tell Miss Crystal on here, Miss Crystal, the leader of the Social Security Office, the leader of the Justice Department. Y'all allowed to be heard in y'all business and y'all communities, but disability, when we go to the Social Security Office, we can't be heard. We can't talk about when we going through racism. We can't talk about it. We can't feel comfortable. And that's why we can't feel comfortable around our Social Security workers when we going through racism at a job. Ms. Lee, I told Ms. Lee, oh, we don't care about what you, hold up. You with them then. You with them then. You with them if you talking about, and when we go, you with them, you with the community, you with the businesses. You ain't with us. You treat us just like they treat us in the business. You supposed to be different. But you know what that guy from McKinney told me, and the other call center person in Houston? He said, Hubert, you gotta forgive the workers sometime, because sometimes they come with their problems at home and I can understand all of that money that we get back. And that's why I want them to be rewarded. I can understand the jealousy. They feel like they work hard and they don't get enough recognition for it. My local office at a call center. Let's get and we understand that the government worker, Social Security worker have a bonus card. If you get a $200 bonus card, you're gonna have your own bonus card. So if a Social Security worker is gonna have their own bonus card, that's where you're gonna have it. I don't want you to feel like you ain't appreciating. You're not maybe we're not telling y'all that how we appreciate y'all much. Maybe we're not telling y'all that. But y'all supposed to be different from the business. Y'all leadership is different from them. And I want the call center to know, and I want my office to know, y'all leadership is very important. And when I see Capitol Hill not addressing behavior issue, but also not giving y'all the reward for this, all the appreciation that y'all do. You know, I talked to a lady from a call center, she was really nice. By her listening to me, and she said, Hubert, I just did this I was doing this for you. We just do that for y'all. I said, you should be rewarded. She said, no, I just do. And I talked about I told Miss Senator Harris, hold up, I need you to be, the reward the people, the good people that I talked to that was willing to listen to me. Please look after them at the call center, because look after them that told me to keep going back in to the office. One of the Dallas office told me, I didn't just call my office, I called another Dallas office. And I told him in the Justice Department, oh, I know who this is. Bam, bam, bam. So it was a lot going on in those formats. So me discussing those things, taunting, hanging up. But every time we act to speak to a manager, they hang up in our face. I don't let us do the survey. And that's another thing where they stop us from doing the survey because they know their behavior. That's another thing we're going to talk about with the civil rights when we action to speak to a manager in the call center and they hang up in our face. They did that to me. So you listen to them, but you can't listen to us. But you can't listen to us. You listen to them, but you can't listen to us. That's not right. And the call center lied to me. In 2008, when they cut me off, the ticket, I told you I was going through racism through 1216. And you didn't, and you cut me off. And it do got something to do with it. And I had to go back to the character, and I just sued Ticket to Work program. They don't understand my fight, and I don't expect them to understand my fight. And I don't expect Dallas gang member, but Nelly said ain't only in it for the cause. But I don't expect you to understand my fight. But Atlanta is the worst Social Security ever. And the way they were treating that veteran, that downtown veteran, he couldn't hardly stand, and you made him stand by that. That guy in Winter D haven't even met me yet. And he was already mean to him. I'm going to tell you, my first time with meet Miss Lee was over there. And the way she behaved herself, that was my first time meeting Miss Lee. And I wish that our introduction would have been more better, that we would have took time to get to know each other, because it's very important that you get to know your customers. You get to know your work, the people that's over your case. That is very important. And I won't mislead it. It's very important. Like I worked at Walmart. It was very important that I get to know my customers. I'm just not talking about, hey, how you doing? So if I see my customers out on the street, let's talk to, and I saw him on the bus. At this one person in 2019, 18, he's already coming in getting crab salad. And I said, you still go to that Walmart and get crab salad? Yeah, I see him every time. Hey, how you doing? Recognizing your customer is the most important thing. But also growing that bond with them can make all the difference in the world. When I step in a restaurant, I gotta feel comfortable. I got spiritual tendency. You got body tendency, spiritual tendency. Well, it's not just about you getting your order, because people can mumble their words while you getting your order and make you feel uncomfortable. Then you watching, you eating, you're watching your surroundings, and you eating and making you feel uncomfortable. As a customer, the tendency in the spirit is everything. The tendency. When I talk to somebody in Washington, and they wanted to know what this was about. The lady, and when I did a phone interview, they wanted to know what this is all about, and I called her right out. All right, this is about your call center. This is about your work, and me and the lady arguing about, oh, I can't decide what discipline. Let's talk about this, because when I'm watching Capitol Hill, y'all only talk about not cutting. We're going to talk about something, because I think this needs to be discussed. This need to be discussed in a way that, oh, I can't decide. Who's going to decide it then? Let's meet Capitol Hill, and we're going to decide the work. If she's catching an attitude from the call center, let's meet about the situation. Let's meet about the misconduct and the discipline, because if you let workers get away with stuff, they're going to think they have racism control and neglect and abuse over a disability. And that's not how that should be happening in that foreplay. That lady in Atlanta, I had to give what I had to do. I had to Google search some of the Atlanta Social Security. I had to Google search it and give it to the Justice Department and recognize. I had to really recognize every half of the place. I couldn't get it all because I went to 20 or 30. I found that I had a caseworker in Atlanta that working on my case. Shout out to Atlanta assistant. I found that I got a caseworker. So if I got a caseworker in Atlanta, I got another caseworker all over that's working on bringing the calls together. So me finding out those, shout out to Atlanta assistant. You stay willing to give me knowledge. Shout out to them, Atlanta senator assistant for this. Told me that I got a caseworker working on my case. That means I got a caseworker in every state, and that's coming. My fight is bigger than them. So me understanding that, and I'm gonna tell the Justice Department Miss Crystal, when I called Atlanta assistant senator, they told me I had a caseworker. That means I got a caseworker in other state that's working on coming to think. Joe Biden told me to give him time, and Trump was already, Trump told Trump told Joe Biden, I did nothing wrong. I did this for us. You know, people don't know that the preacher of CNN was talking. One thing I told my baby mama, my son yesterday in front of his sister, you make sure your mom is protected. You know why? Because it's racism. Your mama got a disability. You and your brothers now. That lady that came and handed me my ID out there in Atlanta and tell me to shut up and go sit down, and I left my ID in Atlanta. And I had to go back. When I went home, I had to go back and get my ID. Oh, yeah, I told her she wasn't going to get away. And mark my damn word, the guy that tended me and laughed and made remarks at me in the call center. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, and the lady that says, sue of it. All right, how you like it now? How you like my action now? When I dropped from the call center, when the call center told me to Hubert, I need you to write up a letter and I need you to drop it off. But I wanted to talk. They was going to stall because of the behavior, right? So when I decided to drop the letter, I didn't want to stall no more and wait on them no more. So I dropped the letter in the inbox and I'm waiting on my little nephew. I'm waiting on my little nephew. I'm waiting on my little nephew, right? I'm sitting there waiting on my little nephew. And my boy Pepper Tree and everybody else was in there, and I'm waiting on my little nephew. And they look at me. I say, why you didn't call me? We stared at each other for 10 minutes. We could if we stand at each other for 10 and 15 minutes, why you didn't call me and ask me what that letter was about? Why you didn't call me and ask me what that letter about Social Security was about? Why you didn't call me and ask me about that letter of Social Security, what it was about? That's the understanding of it. You sit up there and stare. I watch your body expression, your facial expression. And then when I started talking to everybody, I kept calling over 80 times. Each time somebody hung up on me and didn't want to listen to nothing I got to say, I talked to somebody in Washington and they told me to reach out to the U.S. congressman and all of those things that I needed to reach out to. And they got scared. And they got the workers panicked, the security guards panicked. He panicked. I seen him. He's sitting in the back, and let's get the cameras. God say, watch. God say, let's watch your spirit behavior. Social Security. Let's get the cameras and watch your spirit behavior. Let's watch the spirit behavior of what I seen. And at the same time, we can get the cameras. We can get the same 10 cameras and see when I was looking in that representative. And we can get the Justice Department to look at your body motion and your facial expression. When Ms. Lee was looking down on me and she think I didn't, just because I had my head down doesn't mean I don't know. But God gave me a gift. And people might don't understand. They think I'm looking down on it, but no, I'm trying to control that gift. Gift come with a curse. And I have to understand what has been given to me. If I was in the army, I wouldn't need a monopolist in see my enemy. I wouldn't need a satellite. I would see my enemy by spirit. And plus, God said, I tell your loved ones in my heavens I'm sleeping. And Jesus said, I'm sleeping, but they don't know my spirit have left the heaven. I always know when my spirit is being tampered with. I always know when my spirit is being tampered with. If I can talk to people on different apps, Bambi in New York, and everybody on different apps, that's another thing. But people tried to stop me in Garland. I had to tell the Justice Department, they tried to stop me from going to the Social Security office. I've never been through a struggle. But let me tell you something. I never want to go through racism. I seen it. And you care about listening to them more than you care about listening to disability. And I say, I'm not going to let you let my spirit be high because how they want to act and how they want to treat. No, I remember getting mad at Miss Lee one time when I first met her, and she said, before we even got into the conversation, she threatened to cut me off, and then they team up on me. Here what's going on. You don't care about our problem. All right, let's do this. We sued DFW then. We sued Kroger's. We sued Ticket to Work Prep. And you want to, now I got to wait year after year because the community behavior. I told the legislators, you are unworthy of your title. And OGP, we think, he's guarding against God. You don't understand my battle. Because the way y'all treat us at the job, when I get ready, if Douglas Miller willing to have me and the rest of them the CEOs, I know when I'm leaving all my problems at the door. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to sit up there and do things. We gonna be on our best behavior and listen to everything. One thing I was clashing heads with my customers, and Douglas Miller said, tell the truth. One of the things was about my relationship. Me and other people was getting at it. Other teenager kids' mom was getting at it. That's one of the things that we was heated about. Okay, that's what we understand. We get into that argument about, right? But that's just not the understanding of those things. Yesterday, a person walked past me and said, "I'm getting tired of a woman taking me for granted. I'm getting tired of a woman not staying humble while we work. I'm getting tired of all of that. I've been around a lot of people like that, and like a person, and I'm tired of all of that. Like, I'm just tired of it. Like, a woman walked past me, I see the attraction, but I'm not able to understand because I'm looking for something real. I'm looking for something that's not going to play game, that's going to understand a man, but a man going to understand a woman. A man not going to understand a woman. So, and all of those things, I told him, don't be playing with me. I went to Newman Smith High School. I take theater. I understand sign language in that courtroom. I understand sign language in that courtroom. Don't. My teacher didn't raise no dummy. My teacher taught me some things at Newman Smith. So I'm very intelligent about the people that taught me stuff. I was just telling Billy's sister, like literally telling Billy's sister that we didn't spend all our time in the classroom. Went to colleges and we was going to job fairs and all of it. She didn't even know that me, Billy, and Billy must have graduated. Billy didn't go to Mary Grimes. I graduated 2010 and 2011. This is not the answer thing, in the 2010. So this is a Mary Grimes plaque. But this is not actually accurate on what it says accurate. We always 2 years behind. And my Newman Smith picture is not my Newman Smith picture. But I took theater, I took all of that. And when I was at that hotel in 2019 in Farmers Branch, this guy's daughter won track for Newman Smith in Carrollton. He was telling me about it. But let me tell you, it's very crucial that you keep the memories of what your teacher and them telling you. The idea of them guiding you and telling them what they. Miss Delora was always on me and stuff. And when she came in Addison, and I saw her daughter and them, and they got so big, I used to come out and all the rest of them. And I think Miss Delora was actually mad at me for some reason, and I never seen Miss Dolores mad. Miss Dolores mad at me and looked like that. So it was like when I catch my teacher from Mary Grimes and she coming with her kid they got so big they went to Perry and they got so big and went to elementary school and they got so big because her and her husband when I used to be asleep they used to come and check up on me in the car and my mom said Miss Dolores and them came over there at Mary Grimes to check up on you and I was asleep. My medicine was the medicine. I was on like 20 different medicines because I got a sleeping problem. So you know um So and I was like, Miss Dolores. Now I was like, I never seen Miss Dolores like this, man. Like I never seen like that, like her, man. Like I never seen Miss Dolores, man, like that. So it kind of I had to understand something. She must have found out some lies, and then know it ain't true. She should know that ain't true, and God know it ain't true because the mayor trying to hide those calls when they was taunting and laughing. But I'm gonna tell him once again. May the 17, y'all was laughing at me, right? When I caught your spiritual side after Miss West was antagonating, right? And then y'all attacked. You ain't remember when they antagonated me, right? Laughing at me, getting away with they getting away with, right? All right, if that's how you gonna play it. God gonna say one time again. One time again. Y'all laughing again, right? They just getting a laugh on about what they did to me and what they said to me. They just getting a little laugh on me. You dummy retarded, you scared of your little brother MO3, terrorizing. You get your little laugh on, right? Right? You get your little laugh on. I say, I'm going to tell him again, I'm going to tell a civil right. All right, the enemy is laughing. God said, give you a hand clap for being a dumbass. And you doing what you did to me to win the election. They think they was really going to tunt and get away with it when we left the Corps in May the 17th. They thought they was really going to tunt. And after Miss West was acting her ass with the city, they really thought they was going to. I'm gonna give them again because the mayor's still standing, right? Hey, hey, God said, no, I don't want to deal with the mayor. The mayor need to be took down from his position. He's a threat to our democracy. Him and City Hall and them members. And so, so, I told him to take care of this issue that's going on. Atlanta is not going to get away. And Capitol Hill, it seems like they don't refuse to talk about the workers' issue. We meeting, okay? We are meeting. And right now, in orientation, I want to meet with every senator. It's just not a Texas problem. It's a United States problem. Like I told a senator, a sister, and a senator that called me, I think it was the senator, but in another state. So when we could talk, Mirza in Carrollton, Texas, his mama used to go through. His mama on disability, and his mama had that same problem going to the Social Security office. But let me tell you, I'm out to deal with you. I said, Governor Abbott, you say I don't deserve. Let me tell you about your business when I was going to job at 14 years old. You want to discuss this? At Creekview, towards Creek, they got a Walmart and they had Albertson. The first time I went on an interview at Newman Smith on my first year, your teacher, your business was being racist and didn't want to hung up in my job court teacher face, right? You talk about things, but you doesn't understand it. We talked about the grant when Ticket to Work program didn't want to invest in us, right? We talked about that and Ticket to Work program didn't want to invest in us, right? Hey, yeah, oh, we can get grants, but who you don't want to invest in us? You that don't believe even the Ticket to Work program don't have damn faith. So you making me do all of these things and come out of my comfort zone, and really, not that much of people can make me come out of my comfort zone. You dig? It's been a long time, but you're pushing it, and you're pushing it to the point where we have to understand it. That guy in 2019 and 20, I came in 2021 and the thing, big guy. He was me. He didn't even want to hear nothing I got to say at my local office. And that's his first time meeting me. But y'all don't want to deal with the issues here. And y'all asking to go to a website. Oh, hell, you're not going to even listen on that damn website. You just don't want to deal with it. And that's enough. Senator Ted, if I have problems at Social Security, each time, I'm telling you, I'm coming to you, partner. No more listening to my local office. No more them trying to, be nice and after they've been rude to me. I'm telling you right now, you better be prepared for me to call you. I will keep dialing that damn number. I will keep going against the grain. And I'm going to tell you that. I will do that with the next president. I called Trump about the Social Security. And now, and I will do that with the president before. I don't care how long it is. The next president about Social Security, the next senator, the next guy. Hey, we can do this all day. I don't care if I'm 90 years old. If I feel like I'm getting treated bad and I'm 90 years old and I'm getting treated, I'm going to call your ass. And I'm telling them right now, I want the Social Security to know. I'm a call. What these call center don't want to listen. We can't help you. No, you gonna damn listen. Every time I call and y'all got a motherfucking problem, I'm sure you some don't want to listen, but you rather hear these other people out. No, I'm sure you ass something. You know, when I was in Dallas office and one of the ladies, she wanted to become a caseworker. We have talked. And another thing, I told him, the security guard, I'm recording and talking about I can't record. Let me have my phone out every time I go now. You ain't gonna hate it. I'm gonna start recording your ass. I'm gonna start recording. Oh, we can't record. Why we can't record? You doing something you got no damn business, right? You got hey, they better arrest that. You can have your phone, right? I'm gonna record that motherfucking ass. I don't give a damn. He gonna catch an attitude. I can't record you. Your dumb ass doing something you got no business doing. I don't care. I bet you if I ever go back to my Social Security and they doing me wrong, you damn right I'm gonna start recording their ass. That's what we need to start having. We don't need to record their face, but let's have the recording. Everybody should be allowed to have their phones out and record. Not record a video. No, let's do this when we talking to the Social Security workers. Hey, I don't expect you to understand me. But right now, we making up for every time that we lost. And we're not taking it out on the world. We ain't doing any of that. So in 2019, 10, and 2020, 21, I went in 20, I went up to my Social Security office and I got the big guy was mean. He didn't want to hear nothing. I said, hold up, hold up. I could come in there by myself and talk, whatever that is, and without my mama sometime, and be able to have a nice, intelligent conversation. But if you being rude, how can we do that? If you being rude towards me and you don't want to hear me out as soon as what this is, you need to, no, like, you barely typed anything in the damn computer. Listen to what I have to say first. So the citizen better buckle up. Because if you don't find a discipline for your workers, we're going to have a big problem here. We're going to have a big problem here if you don't find a discipline for your workers. All this got something to do in 2019. When that stupid racial behavior is going, and now the mayor and them lying and hiding calls, and people getting mad because they trying to get away with it. How I'm supposed to? If you, if you think I'm lying, get the network. Get Trump to get the network papers. The Texas legislator got it right, but the enemy want us to lose. Yellow Bruce said, I ain't taking no losses. It's on me, baby. God ain't taking no losses. God said his child deserved everything that you lied and you took. Yellow Breeze in Dallas, Texas, and MO3 in Boosie. God said we deserve everything that you lied and took. This is justice. This is lies. And they still bringing up lies. But Trump know the truth. The DA there was in that mall already. They know the truth. The FBI there was passing by. They know the truth that the enemy was watching and terrorizing and intimidating and tagging the mindset, right? But they act like they know God. They act like that you are unworthy of your title. You are unworthy of your title. But Senator Tate, God, me, and now they OGP, we talking about when they go against God. What are we fighting for? They got our black people that's still fighting for land. But they act like they believe in God. Your action says another. You're unworthy of your title. You're unworthy of your title. What I got to hide? Something I got to hide for. You had an informant in there? What I got to hide for? I don't got nothing to hide from them. You see, God say when you betray us, but you don't know when the state of Texas betrayed God and want us to be a part of racism and lies. And OGP we talking about, no, God is protecting my spirit. But you the one that got racism issues. The same senators that act like they believe in God, but you stand with your businesses. And Senator Ted told me everything. Oh, they gonna kill me. Oh, OGP, we. All right, God say, if I'm dying for what I'm standing for, when God told me, and he come to me from the heavens to fight for something greater, what that mean? One kid say, one person, I gave up on the system. You're not doing research. You depend on your state lawyer to do the things that you know. Even if you can't afford a lawyer. You think, hey, If they so much going to go against God, the state of Texas, God said, bring it. But watch the people with hatred and lies. Watch them with hatred and lies. If you so much want to go against, watch them with hatred and lies. They act like they believe in God. But you think I didn't know? Me and the guy in Dallas County, we even said that with the guy with that door. And I heard him in the middle of the night. We don't got nothing on. You wouldn't find anything anyway. Even if you damn try, you lying pieces of shit. You see, they're a lot dumber in Dallas than they think in the state of Texas. You think Trump is gonna tell you everything, Governor Abbott? They just don't know. Everybody they got a problem. You think they know that they got some people in our government that don't believe in the same thing, and people in the community. You think Trump is gonna let you know everything? You think you know everything that's going on? Governor Abbott is a lot lost than he think he is. One out of the truth, when he came to Texas and when he was in the office, I bet you he's seen y'all's spirit. One out of Trump, when Trump was around Texas, I bet you he sees some of the legislator, anyone that he see, I bet you he watch your personalities. I bet you he watch your spiritual side. And I bet you he know not to trust you and give you everything. But God said that's enough men. Right? You think he gonna tell you everything? I bet you he see your spirit when he walk amongst all of you. I bet you I identify your mindset when Trump come down here to Texas. You think he gonna give you all? I want Governor Abbott to hear me. Even when he walk by that border, you think you got it all figured out. God know what not to see when he see. But let me tell you, it's a mystery to me. And it's always been a mystery with me. You'll never figure me out. I understand this world. But we putting big tuck in this because I want them to know that my mission was much more bigger than that. And I'm going to. I took Denzel Washington said the punchline at me. I know he must have got paid, but I thank him anyway. When I took that in Noonan Smith High School character. But the Texas talk about truth, and you broke God trust. And most people gonna go against the grain. Your flag and your thing is not nothing. But God said, if your spirit and how you treat my child ain't right, you don't stand for me. And you lying. Drake said we didn't hear that much about you, but the truth is gonna be revealed. I kept my damn word. Now I hope the call center knows this, so that I hope it know my actions for neglecting, abuse, and hanging up taunting from the civil rights. I refuse to let somebody stop me from growing. But let me tell you something. They already know what they was gonna lose. The DEA, they think they clever. Let me tell you how the prosecutors should be arrested. Before I can even give that paper, their facial expression told me anything. Everything that I needed to know. They know about it, and they about to lose their damn job. I told the Justice Department and the Civil Rights how the prosecutor should not have a job. They already know they lost. Before I handed that paper about the Attorney General and the Justice Department, before I can even give it to them, they already know they lost. You already know racism was going on with the mayor and your community, and Dallas and Carrollton, Texas, and your daughter. Your spirit behavior, DA told me everything. I want them to hear me. God want them to hear me. God want the prosecutors to hear me. You're about to lose your job. I don't want to hear. Judge Kennedy showed no honor. She showed no care in the world. She knows she was wrong after she still carried out that threat. But let me tell you something. God is going to carry out that threat and make sure you don't have your job and you put in jail. And the prosecutors, you show no remorse for what you did. And God showed no remorse for what he did, what he's going to do to you and the prosecutors. I asked for your job for racism and lies. And the mayor, now you're trying to cover it up. And now the community got a problem with that. All about tax dollars, right? While y'all win and we keep losing. You know what I told him? You a liar when you say a disability could save $100,000 through. You a damn liar. Because when they get food stamp, you the same people. So I don't expect you to understand my fight. Y'all only in it for the money. I'm in it for the car. I'm in it for something deeper. When these little kids came up to me, I pray to God that nobody take me off my mission. But that prosecutor, if I go to jail and then the thing go for the ticket, no, that's racism. And they trying to upset you for you can be uncomfortable and make you frustrated with their abuse of power. God said, I'm not going to let you win, enemy. And I'm going to tell the state of Texas, God said, I'm not going to let you win with your abuse of power and with your community belief. So I wish you the best of luck.